Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Marcus. Happy Tuesday. This chat it stops sending the first message. Whatever first message comes in, recently it's just not been sending it. It uses the first message to realize, oh, I should be doing stuff. And then it starts working. Which is why your first yo didn't come in. But that's also why sometimes when it says pausing for ads first, is you only get one of them, not both of them, because the first one's used to realize that, oh, it should be on. And I don't know why, because it didn't used to be that way. Yo, too fast. Yeah, it's not meant for people to be here, you know, like at the beginning of the stream. It's just unheard of. It doesn't know how to deal with that. Really, it's not meant. It doesn't know how to deal with people just being here in general. It's like, what? They're people? What? Hope you're doing well, though. I've been doing some small tests. I would feel like you just save up to 2,000, you redeem it. If you save up to 2,000, redeem it. Because I can't imagine you. I mean, again, you could have saved up and it's now starting to redeem it constantly. Because I'm like, how do you save up 2,000 that often? Anyway. Okay, yeah, saved up then. I have done a few tests since the end of the stream yesterday, because I was like, I still am not thrilled with how the characters look. So I'm like, let me mess with the material a bit more. Since we're going to be re-rendering them anyway, it might not be a terrible idea. So, because I wanted to feel like a little more pixel-esque. So, right, so I did some more tests. I can show you guys the tests. Oh god, move it up here. So, the left is the before, the right is the after. And really what it comes down to is a few things. One, no more super dark spots. The contrast is far lower, right? It no longer goes so dark. And the other one is there's less values between them, and also where they exist changes. So this feels a little bit better than this, especially on this guy. Right, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's this, which is darker still. Right, we have a lot of values here. This is already the reduced one, right? Because we had the original, and then we reduced the pixel resolution. So this is already with the reduced pixel resolution. But now I boosted up the red here, which makes it look more like blood, which I'm totally here for. And then I've messed with it to basically give it 3 plus the dark shadows. So it'll still go like pretty dark in places. But I feel like this reads more pixel arty than this. Same thing here. I think this reads more pixel arty than this. Because I think that helps. And then here, similar thing. I tweak some values. Right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we still have like the highlight, the mid, and the darker. We still have a little bit of the darkest. But, right, I messed with the values a bit, so it's a little more flat for all of them. But in a sense, that also makes it feel a little more pixel arty. I'll tweak the values still. But we're gonna focus on him today. But I feel like this reads better. I still need to render out the full idle sequence to actually see it in context. So we'll do that and see it live. This was just like a 1 frame test things that I was doing. So, but I think it'll help. I hope it'll help. I think the goal is going to be to have basically a 3-color shift is the goal. So like here we have the highlight, the mid, and the dark, right? Highlight, mid, and dark. If there's a 1 slot darker, I think it's fine, right? Highlight, mid, dark, and then, there's the darkest. Like really because of shadow. And I think that's okay. Highlight, mid, dark. Right? Highlight, mid, dark. So he went from like 8 bands to 3. Oh, from 6 bands to 3. And then I tweaked some values. So that's what I want to do. I want to get him out as the full like idle pass, and then see where it is. See if it works. Let's go to you. Whoop. Also, I darkened the chat, so now it's a lot easier to read. Look at me actually looking at things and making adjustments. I know I'm the best. Also, no, it's dark gray. It's dark gray. It's at 90% opacity, and it's a gray. No BBC here. We might have a BGC, but that's a different thing. I'm also noticing, just as a random thing, this looks like a tiny crack. Why is it read so thick here? At no angle does it look thick. Why does this look so thick here? I mean, I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind. But I just noticed it. Because I was like, oh, this is a really small crack. And I look here, I'm like, oh. Anyway. Okay, so let me actually open this folder. Stuff Golem. Let's do low res 2. And then we do the same workflow that we did before. Which means we need you. How's this? Okay, so no rotations. Any size. Oh, here we go. Pixel format. RGB 8888. What is 4444? Hold on. Wait, why does... It goes up in size dramatically by doing the 4444. I was just curious. And it's cool that you can separate it out. But no, we need the basic. Texture format. Yeah, I don't think we need to change anything else. What we do need to change though is hue. And can we move the margin entirely? 11 versus... Oh, we can't remove it entirely. We can't... Oh, transparency threshold. If I removed it entirely here, Italia would save... about 380 kilobytes. Yeah, I don't think it matters. For potential issues, I don't think it matters. Although I say that, but let's try it. What does extrude do? What does this do? Oh, is this like how many pixels out is it? Why can't I not zoom in here? Or is there... Oh, Alt. I want to see if there's any place where it like touches. Not really. But theoretically, it should work, right? Like with this. Now let's just try it. Let's see what happens. No. Okay, now I do need that 1 pixel. I do need that 1 pixel. Because otherwise, it's not gonna know it is a border when I do that. So that one trim margin is very much needed. So we go back to the default. It might not matter on this guy, because if it doesn't touch on both sides, like it'll be fine. But in a scenario where it lined up even a single pixel, that would cause issues. So the 1 pixel padding is fine. Okay, I did not open up Unreal. Scroll, scroll, scroll. There we go. Looking at me here and how I'm a little bit above this bar makes me wish I had like a dynamic like detect which one it is and adjust the cropping. That would be insane. I'm not doing that. Hey Isaac, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Just doing some tests, making sure it all looks good, all works, before we start re-rendering and tweaking of the Golem boss. Should do a deep grammar tutorial. I've been struggling to find one. Well, I've done a grammar tutorial. So, like, I've done a tutorial on grammar that you can check out. What is a deep grammar tutorial? Like, what's... Because I don't know... Like, I don't know grammar, like, intimately. I barely ever use it. I just use, like, the basic stuff when I need to. But even that's already pre-built in the PCG mode's linear grammar tool. Okay, so let's do let's come here, here, let's do idle A. Are you using the stuff that you showed the other day with PCGX, but after update 5.8.2, it's not working with the plugin? Stuff I showed the other day with PCGX. What specifically? Pathfinding? Because that's the last PCGX thing I did, I'm pretty sure. With a Butabun plugin? Oh, you... Okay. Got it. That's definitely not his name, but I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, but that's not grammar related at all. But yeah, I have a video on grammar if you just search for it. I show how to do like a fence with grammar. I mean, that's really all it's for. It's basically for, right, splines. And most of the stuff there, the data is not going to be for that. So just keep that in mind, right? Most of the data is not really designed for that. They're all good. I mean, I understand what you were talking about. That's all that matters. Okay, let's take a look. So he's too bright, but we can darken him. Right, I think we can darken him easily. But in terms of I like the brighter red. I think we darken him and we go from there. Oops. One. Can I darken him with... I don't want to mess with that. What I can do is... I mean, I guess this. Can I do a... Is there like a contrast? There is. Brightness. No. Wait, why am I... Okay, 0, 0 is default. Okay, then it's offset. So if I want to do like minus 0.2? No. Wait, I'm confused. Minus 0.02? 0.1? 0.02? It just has to be really small values. Okay. But this is darkening the dark parts primarily. Is there a toggle for like enable disable? That. So we can maybe... Yeah, hold on. If we darken this... and then do something like this. I think that's better. There's this presentation from a guy in the UE Fest, and he really put it to the next level. The bulging generation is called leveraging PCG for building and cities or something like that. He's not doing a tutorial, but a presentation, and most of the stuff is not easy to follow for a beginner. Yeah, most of those things aren't tutorials. Most of those things are like, yeah, good luck. Okay, good luck figuring out what he's doing. Or whoever's presenting. I mean, if you post it if you give me the exact name of the video, I can pull it up just to see if I know what you're talking about. Uh, why do I have... It's gonna delete it. It rendered, but didn't have the same amount of frames in each one. Hey, Henry, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let's see what this video is. Oh yeah, I have it somewhat opened. Yeah, like all of this is very advanced stuff. That's the problem. It's very advanced stuff, and they never show you like and explain things. Like, right? That's like cool. Yeah, as you say, it's all extremely advanced, and yeah, it's cool. You have it figured out. You have this advanced, logic and everything. But the problem isn't the graphs. The problem is understanding what the logic is, which isn't explained, right? Because there's a million and one ways of doing something. Someone's going to want to do things one way, another person's going to want to do another way, right? It's like the gameplay ability system, right? That's a way of doing things. It's not the only way of doing things. But yeah, you're not going to follow this and understand like anything. What are people saying? You're saying a good presentation. Yeah, here's a question. How? I love how Unreal is powerful, and the same time the documentation and learning materials are like this are 2 out of 10. Yeah, text is too small to read. Yeah, like I at one point like I clicked around on this, but yeah, you're not gonna understand. Like, this is extremely advanced, and there's no way for me to do it. I'm not saying like it's like I'm not smart enough to do this. I mean, like, I don't have the time or the manpower to tackle something like this to make into any reasonable tutorial. Because not only would I need to understand the logic, be able to replicate it, but then also put it into a concise thing, which, right? They didn't do this part-time in less than a week. This has been like an ongoing thing that the person has been working on, I'm sure, with a team and everything. So yeah, good luck. Right. Gotta remember, this isn't my full-time job, so I can't really do much here. Besides, just say good luck. They're a team called Virtuous? Oh yeah, it's Virtuous. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? When you have like a full studio and you have like, yeah, even like a single guy could do this, because I don't know how many people were working on this, but they will need a lot of time, right? So you need to be working on like 8 hours a day, right? For like a certain amount of time. So yeah, I get it. I understand the appeal. Trust me, I do. It's very cool. Absolutely would love to do this. But yep, good luck. Good luck. Like, even if you understand the logic, executing this would be extremely difficult. It's like there's an old presentation by the creators of Path of Exile. wonder if I can find it. I think that was all 2. Excel column. Yeah, it's gonna be finding it is gonna be difficult. There's a bunch of videos and yeah, finding it's gonna be difficult. But basically, they did a presentation, and they basically just talked about it and kind of showed off general stuff. But like it was cool. It's very advanced, but right, they made the system for themselves. I linked it in the Discord a while back. Now this is the old system. The one that I remember watching was like for. I mean, maybe it is part of this. No. Right, but like even if you understand the system, it's you need a team, you need, right? It's a thing. It's the reason why for the longest time I was saying that I'm not gonna do a city gen because it's pointless. I ended up caving and just doing one, and I kind of regret it. But it's the same thing where it's just like you're not gonna do anything decent. By yourself part-time compared to a giant when you're looking at a giant studio with lots of money and manpower to do to compare to, right? You need to scope. Oh yeah, NPC is gonna yeah. NPC is not there yet. It's not the same version that they show off, right? Apparently 5.9 is gonna have some improvements, but it's funny. Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, AI! You can just do everything with AI." And okay, where's the AI games that everyone's playing? If AI is so quick and easy, right? If NPC is so quick and easy, you should be able to get a AI game out that people will enjoy in a fraction of a time. But yet the AI games aren't successful. I wonder why. Right? It's the same thing. I just reuse this. It doesn't work with the free version of yeah, of course you have to pay for it. Of course you have to. Yeah. I'm not willing to pay for it. I don't care enough. Like I've seen some videos on it. They're like showing off its capabilities, and some of it's pretty cool. At the same time, I immediately see like a bunch of mistakes. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. There we go. That's better. Let's take a look. So really, we could just kill this, and we can look at you. So we're gonna be going from this to this. You know what I want to do? I want to bake the lighting. I don't like the lighting moving, the shadows and the lighting moving. I feel like that kills the pixel art aspect of it. Right, the fact that this moves, I feel like if you were to do this as a pixel art, you wouldn't have that. Right? Hey, Revolution Art, welcome in. How's it gonna help you doing well? I'm sure there's some free ones that will work, Isaac. But yeah, it's harder. It's not. They're not as powerful, not as good, right? And even that. So it's like, well, I render them at the resolution. I don't use any AA because I use sharp. I don't want smearing of any kind, so I don't use any AA. But I want to see if it's somehow possible to bake the lighting. Like, I know generally how to do it. Like, I watched a short tutorial for it. But I want to, like, I don't want this highlight to move as he moves the arm. Because I feel like that would help. Potentially. I don't know. Let's see if we can even do it. And then go from there. So I need the texture. It's not texture sample. Shit. What is it called in this program? Any one of these. So I do a new light map 2048. Let's just try that, new. And I believe what I need to do is change this to cycles. This node doesn't work with cycles, but that doesn't matter because then I can do like a toon look. Can I control? Yeah, I can control this. Smooth. I don't want smooth. Can I change the amount of steps on this? I guess it's fine. I do. Let's just try this. And then go from there. I just want to see if it works in general. 'Cause there's a bake section here. Yeah, for the night. Well, have a good night, Isaac. Thanks for stopping by. Get some sleep. Get some rest. So I want, I guess, diffuse. No color. So I select you, and then press bake. And then it does it. And then we have this. And if we go back to Eevee, and do a multiply. Of color. And then we wait, why is this? No. Is there color multiply? Or is that difference? Mixed color. There we go. And then we do this. All right, let me just check. You. And also, not just there. I also need to do it here. Oh, but different color. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can work with this. It's noisy. Can we not work with this? The problem might be the fact that the original was just it's really noisy. I don't have. I was hoping to get the 3, so let's try baking. But we need to not use this one, I guess. BSDF. Diffuse BSDF. I mean, let's try it. Let's just see what happens. I need to be not so noisy. But I guess that's a sample count, right? Maybe? No? I don't see any differences. Denoise. I mean, let's just try it. Screw it. I want to see something. If I now rotate this, it shouldn't change the... Yeah, so it no longer updates the look of him. Oh, but the problem is... Shit. But I would need then 8 freaking bakes. One from every angle. Right? Shit. I just realized. Let's just see how this looks front on, okay? We'll see how this looks front on and go from there. Keeping the object normals, yes, but I want it flat. I don't want the shape. I want it to feel more like a flat pixel, not less. So I used to use object normals very early on. In fact, all the other characters still do, and it makes them look 3D, which I don't want. Let's just see what this looks like in motion, and then we go from there. This guy seems very dark. Well, I guess it makes sense. The light wouldn't move either. Well, how would it... okay, elaborate. How would the light not move? Be in the real world light? I mean, yeah, but again, I can't render it as him being flat where I want him to be flat. The problem isn't I'm not trying to have the lighting on him. The lighting on him is fine. What I want is when he moves, I don't want this to change. You see how this changes? I want it to be locked in. So he moves, but those pixels are those pixels in that shape. So instead of this, right, highlight changing shape as he moves, I want it to be just that shape. And that's kind of what I mean. Because I think that would help it read more like a pixel art that someone might have drawn versus a 3D character rendered as pixels, if that makes sense. So it's not the lighting itself that I'm trying to like modify. It's the look. It's the look of basically the lighting. So it being dynamic would not fix this issue. In fact, it would probably make it worse. Two. You take the object space normals and posterize the lighting like you did before. And then, okay. And okay, and then. So are you talking about doing all of this inside of Blender? Then, hey Pat, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I feel like why is he so dark? I feel like he's really dark. Well, I guess he's really dark because he was designed for this side. We ignore every direction except the one. You thought we'd see my game at Gamescom? I watched the recording of that today. There's some cool games coming out. That first game by the first game that they showed by the creators of Genshin Impact was like, what? Like in a great way. Like that looked awesome. It basically looked like an Elden Ring type game. But the fact that it's made by the creators of Genshin Impact is what I think. He was like, what? They did that? Even the poster image of the game is like Elden Ring. Was it Elden Ring copy? Not gonna lie. I mean, I'm okay with more Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring was a great game. If we get more Elden Rings, awesome. Okay. Let's see how this is gonna look. This could be terrible. Okay. colors and other stuff aside, I think the fact that it's not constantly moving is good. Right? The fact that the highlight is the highlight in that spot is good. Okay. Right, obviously this is not going to work right now from a different angle. Right? Because it needs to be right the same. But okay. So then we need to
running ads so the power stays on. Stream paused. No one touch my variables while I'm gone.
So then we need to do two things. First, try to tweak the colors and the lighting. Let's get the lighting adjusted so it will make a little more sense here. I wonder how it will look. It might look really weird though in motion. Right? If his arm turns around and you see the shadow side. How's that gonna work? Is this gonna work? Or are we gonna have issues? Right, in a scenario, we can do a test. We can do a test with a different animation. One where he like moves around, because what I'm imagining is if he like is moving a ton, this might not work. Also, the fact that that no longer moves makes me almost feel like I should lower the resolution more to make him feel even more pixel arty then. But first, after the ads, let's try on a dynamic animation. Again, just looking straight ahead and go from there. Hey, Frankie, welcome in. Asga, hope you're doing well. And glad you like it. Hold on. This is bothering me. It was bothering me because I just noticed it. There you go. So it goes way too far off the bottom. Okay. You about to realize your first game? Nice. By realize, do you mean realize that you can make one? Or realize as in release one? Just to make sure. lighting. Okay, I need to... You. I'm not gonna save this because I don't think there's a reason to right now. Copy all of this. Release, nice. Oh, don't save. I'm making a deck building action RPG roguelite 2.5D. Let's do... Let's do attack A, I think is going to be a good test. Attack A? Because, yeah, because here he moves, like, right? This is what I'm concerned about. If the light is from the front and he spins, theoretically, we should see shadow then here. Yeah, it's more of a, it's more top down than not. I have devlogs on the channel and a bunch of them you can check out. Right, because theoretically, if we baked lighting, then that's a dark back. But it shouldn't be dark. Let's see what it looks like, because maybe it's gonna look like interesting / good anyway. But right, you guys see what I'm getting at in terms of potential issues. He's 2D in the end. He's a sprite. Everything is sprites. Let's go you. Because this is 3D. Yeah. This is 3D. But in the end, he's not. Wait, did I not hit you? Huh? Wait, what? Okay, that was weird. So let's do is it diffuse? No color? You back in. So if we take a look now, right? That is weird. Let's get him scaled also to the right size. Um, I think he's 1.5. Oh, just a little bit wide. Hmm. Okay, let's just see what happens. This is gonna be sprites. Press. Attack A. You. Okay. Let's see this. So let's go grab the current one. Attack A down. Attack A. That. Wrong button. Okay, let's see. You know what? You know what? I almost kind of want to keep it this way, but just add a light in the back. Hey, Stormer, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Like, if we had a light from the back, so he'd also get like some light basically from the back, baked in. So if he does turn around, right, he would be lit from like multiple sides. He doesn't have to make like logical sense. I feel like that could work. Let's try that. It was more of like a backhanded fist and less of a dance, but sure, we can go with that. So if we go to you. Only problem with this I guess if I angle it in a certain way. We might even get a rim, like a little rim light, so I mean, look, it's not the end of the world. Right, if we just got this lit up. Is he? Oh, he has shadow turned on. He should not have shadow turned on. That's another thing. Let's see what happens when we do this one. Again, select this. Change to cycles. Rebake this. Right, that's adjusted. And then we use you here. So he now has, right, a brighter spot there. What was the color information? Do we want it to be? You know what? Let's just try it. Let's just try it as is. I'm just gonna overwrite him. Key in G8. Interesting. Okay, sure. Let's see if that makes any difference. We can see that here. It is 9 megabytes. No, it's that many. Once it converts, it doesn't matter. So color-wise is an issue, but is he in the ground? Oh, he totally is. Wait, what? How did this happen? Either way, I think this is better. So now we can go in here and then adjust some values here. I think the brightest spot is too bright, so we turn that down. Slightly darken up the darkest parts as well. Kind of get him back to like the range that I wanted. And then here, let's do all these. Okay, so that doesn't affect the brightness. This does, right? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So let's now take a look at the lighting again. Oh, let me, I need to So if we take a look at this, so we can do something a little more. You're kind of the main one. You are intensity 2.5, you're 0.5. Let's make this 1.5. let's try this. So, assuming that this works, right? Our next challenge will be to get the workflow going for relighting him from all 8 directions, right? And having a quote unquote baked light setup for all 8 directions somehow. And rendering that out. Somehow in a way that does not kill me. Cycles. Eevee. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Play a little more now with the values. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like. There's 2. This doesn't matter. Okay, so if we now just name. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he's no longer in the ground, but I kind of like again. I feel like his brightest points are a little bit too bright and hot. We need to adjust the lighting again. But let's do one of these. Can I get them lined up or in sync? Delete you. And then you, a little smaller. Whoa, what's going on? You guys see that? What is going on there? What is that? What is that? It's like moving up and down on him. The hell? That here? Oh, it's because I freaking copied the normals. But in fact, I should have regenerated the normals because I moved him up, so it doesn't line up. Please hold. I just copied these normals, but like, oh yeah, it moved. Arm is wonky. I mean, wonky in terms of it being like animation wonky or something else wonky. Let's replace. Re-import. That should fix things. Yeah, that fixed things a lot. I feel like obviously we need to play with the lighting. The upper arm, it looks like it's a part of it. It is rotating suddenly. The left arm is behind him. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, so that's the animation itself. Okay, yeah, I see it there. Yeah, same thing on the other one. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that for now. Just don't worry about it. Good to know. But, okay. Hey, back up, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay. But I think overall, I feel like this is better than this. I feel like having the baked lighting here helps. First of all, I think the baked lighting helps. Let's see if we can tweak the values real quick. So like where the highlight and shadows are. And then let's re-render it real quick. I can tighten it a little bit. And then, the only thing is, can we do... I'm realizing that we don't have 3 steps anymore, do we? We have the highlight and we have this. We lose the shadow, right? Can we get back the shadow? Somehow? Why are we losing the shadow entirely? Why are we just having 2 steps? Oh no, this is 3 now. I feel like I want he's missing like a band. Hold on. 0, 1. Why do we have this not showing anything? What if instead we tweak you? Here we go. That's why. So let's go back to 3. I can't get it to like have all 3 for some reason. What if I did a brightness contrast? No. No, this guy's is the same problem. Okay, how do we get 3 here? So we can't just increasing this doesn't help. The problem is it doesn't have. If I put this at 0, that's 0, down to 1. Down to 1. All right, we still have 2. Why, even though we have more steps, we don't really have more steps? Right? Oh. Hum, hum, hum. Feels like I'm doing it. I'm making it worse. Definitely feeling like I'm making it worse. Undo a bit. I want to, I guess, do the contrast here. But again, why did we lose so much of the lighting? I think, are you like pre-render sprite sheets? Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what we're doing. I think the problem is this. We don't have enough of a dark area. So what if we did without this light? We just did this. Also, yeah, let's try that. Why do we have such a, like, is it a reflection that's doing it? I mean, we'll see. We could do negative lights, actually. Negative lights could work here. Minus 0.5. It's too dark. But if it was just subtle, could theoretically work. Let's just try it. This is try time, right? We're just trying things. Because worst case scenario, right? I just copy over the stuff from the other level, right? So I don't lose anything no matter what. Again, where's my multiple bands? Because what I'm basically trying to do is, if I put this back on, right? We have 1, 2, 3 here. When we do the shader to RGB, but when I bake the color, bake the lighting, the result is different. Hold on. What if we did? Well, it's the same one. It's just different color. So that shouldn't matter. Right, because we just looked at you. It's the same thing, just colored. Yeah. Ooh, I can make it negative. I can make it negative. But again, we still only have 2. So again, the question becomes, why? Why can I not have 3? With this method? What's the difference? This is the same. Okay. Why does that look different? That's what the difference is. Hold on. Just make sure I'm using the same color. Why do I have shadow information on the original, but it's gone on my bake? That's the problem. If I look at this versus this, pretty sure that's the same thing. If I just turned off the saturation on this one, this versus this is brighter. It's because of the value here. So I think it's because it's also cleaner. But that's beside the point. What I think is happening is this multiplies is the problem. So what I need to do is tint it. Is there a HSV? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Don't multiply. Multiply bad. Okay. Do this. Plug you back in. And dear God, what? Okay. We need to I think that's a noise problem. Okay, how do we then deal with the noise? Okay, how do we deal with the noise? Denoise. But why? But it rendered with noise. Okay, if I did viewport denoise, is that gonna be better? No. Is there a denoise? No. Okay, so when I bake, is there an option for denoising? Why do I get such noisy results? Let's consult. Let's consult the experts. In Blender, I'm trying to bake material down to a texture, but it's not being denoised. Can I apply denoise on bake? Any denoising in cycles only reliably applies during baking for the combined bake type and similar full lighting passes. It does not fully support on effectively denoise many other bake types, like pure diffuse color only. Switch the render engine to cycles. Rendering properties sampling. Under the render subsection, enable denoise. It is. Passes. This is already on, though. The bake panel set bake type to combined. So that's really what I need to do. Okay, what if we did combined? Because really, it is kind of what I would want in a sense. I just turn off this, I assume. So let's just see what happens. Maybe this will just get me what I want. I mean, in a sense, that is all I really am looking for. So, theoretically, that is just it. Maybe? You? Oh! We're getting somewhere! Also, I am realizing, as I look over, that all of this, you guys can't see. As I'm tweaking this. Yay, somewhere. There's never a good... This is why I had the previous layout. Because I'm always in the way. No matter where I am. God damn it. There's just no winning. There really is no winning. I'm always in the way. I'm like, I designed it for Unreal. Right? Fantastic. I'm not in the way. And now I look over, I'm like really in the way. Okay. Let's do an export. I'm gonna do a new one again. Oh, do I do a new? Yeah, let's do it. It's fine. Yeah, sure. Got to move the camera around, choose the position. I had that too originally, and let me tell you, it is such a pain in the ass to manage. I'm sure you know. It's just moving it around is such a pain in the damn ass. Especially right now. Like, you see how many programs I'll jump between, right? I need to, like, based on the program, what I need to look into is somehow, like, executing things based on the program. And then set it up for like each program individually. But it's like, oh, that's gonna take like a lot of time. It's possible to do, I know it is, but it needs to be done. Well, this is just in here. New. Any size. No rotation. think I can. I haven't moved him, so I should be able to use the same normal map. Here, please. Okay. I broke things. I broke things. Just burn it all with fire. Just do it again. Just, why is it different now? There. Just. Export. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Attack AC. Okay. Go take you. Right, assign you. I guess I need to make him even darker still. And less contrasting, I think. Now let me change sides. Yeah, he's way too like shiny. Hold. Please hold. Let's try this. One more time. And how the hell am I going to do the multiple directional thing? I don't actually know. I'm going to figure something out for that. Yeah, well, this is the worst, right? This one we can just bypass, right? We can just get rid of that. Just look at these two. So animation aside, I feel like this does work better. Just don't look at that one, the arm. That is always going to be noticeable for me now. like maybe we can re-increase the the highlight thing, but regardless, I feel like it's better.
Mid-roll time. Stream on ice so you don't see me fight with event begin play again.
I'm tempted to shrink him now. But I don't think I can until I test a similar thing with right, this guy. Because if I can go lower res, that would be better. But he's going to be our benchmark of how low can we go. Because at a certain point, right, the face just doesn't work at all. For myself, I can keep myself higher pixel density. I don't mind. Like, I feel like the main character can be like an exception. But I'll be right back while the ads are going. I'm back. Okay, how do we now get it for the other angles, right? Because if we did this for another angle, it doesn't quite work, right? Right, the lighting should... it's consistent, which is good. But I would like it to... be more directional consistent. And I guess the... the real question is it better this way? Or is it not better this way? Let me save this lighting scenario and let me put it back on the idle. Okay, let's save this. This thing. Let's save this. How do how do I save this? Guys, how do I save this? Up here? No. I didn't want that. How do I collapse it back? Shit. Here we go. Let's just call it here and lay them. That's fine. Save. That's N. T. Okay. Okay, so we've saved that. So now let's go ahead and grab all of this. Copy it. Save. Open the idle one. Kill this. It's fine. Paste it. Plug you in. Why? Oh, it's because it's a different location, isn't it? Open. Because now I need to specify that I want to use you. Okay. Right? So let's do this. Go ahead and run it. So this will be using the same lighting scenario. Then we come back here. Oh, no, not here. Here. And rotate. Okay. So for now, move you over and we can take a look at another one. You. Okay. So this has been very interesting for me to do. I don't know how interesting it is to see me do it, but for me, it's been very interesting to do these tests. Yeah, that is better. The fact that when he moves, this shadow doesn't change, I really like. I really like that. Right, compared to the original, especially the original, where it's constantly moving on all of his different pieces. I wonder if anti-aliasing would help. I am trying to do, but at the same time, I don't want anti-aliasing. Yeah. This one's definitely... Looking at this one now, just get rid of that. Just get rid of that. Okay, get rid of you. So this is the original, right next to the new quote-unquote version. Again, color could be adjusted, and that stuff like that. But I do like that it sticks. I want to see if we can go lower res, but to do that, we need to test on him. So let's go ahead and copy our setup to this guy. And we can go from there. So just go ahead and copy all of you. I think I'm not going to do it for the hammer, at least for now. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass because I have to do this for every single material. How is it going to work for him, actually? Right, because also on this one, I don't need all of this. How does it work for him? We need to bake it like for all of them. Am I gonna have a lot of the same? Well, let's just see if it works. This might be one of those that's gonna be a big pain in the ass to do. That stasis is. Okay. So is it gonna do this if I have it? Don't have it selected? I don't know. Okay, let's do, first of all, new light map. I need to copy this to freaking all of them because... or can I just do X light map? There you go. This is going to be an interesting test. If this works at all. I imagine it will primarily depend on his UVs. And whether or not his UVs are overlapping, which I imagine they are. I'm not going to do the what's it called? Lighting copy yet. I just want to see if this is going to work at all. Cycles. Take. Combined. Just this. No active and selected image texture node. What? How is this baking texture? Oh, maybe it was talking about this thing? Yeah, that's... That's what I was afraid of. Yeah. I can just click this. So how the hell... If we wanted to do this, where we used baked lighting, right? How do we do it where we swap out a texture on a file in a more automatic way? Because this will be hell on earth otherwise. Ha ha ha. let's consult. In Blender, I have a character with, I don't know, 10 materials. I want to bake the lighting down to a texture. So I'm assuming I'll be left with 10 files. I also want to render in a directions with their own lighting file per. Or I guess their own baked lighting look per. Is there any way to automate this? I need ideas, cause I don't look forward to the potential outcome. Like the golem's okay, he has one. Like I don't mind, right? I just copy it through all of them. It's fine. But this is fully automable in Blender with a short Python script or a couple of popular add-ons. You end up with 80 textures, 10 materials, times 8 directions. The script handles the looping. Make sure every material already has an image texture node and will receive the bake created. Create them once if they don't exist. Have a single set of lights. So the script. So we could do it with a script then. So a Blender script could automatically replace a file. Question mark. Could it look at the file name and replace a direction A1 with a A2 3, etc. Assuming it's in the it's in these or inside a specified folder. Because if it's doable with a script, then it's fine. I can like ask it to write a script for me. Right. It can scan a specified folder, inspect file names, prefer string regex replacement on patterns like and either rename existing files or overwrite them with new bakes. I'm not gonna copy this because obviously this is not like the full logic that I need. Plus I would need to modify like a current script in a sense. Okay. 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 So I will, I think tomorrow that'll be our little experiment. See if we can get this set up. Okay. So what we will need to do? Okay, let's just think through this. Okay, is for each material, I wonder if that's also possible to automate. But basically, for every material, we need to bake bake lighting to a texture for. Right, so each one will be saved separately. And then for every rotation as well. So for this guy, that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of these is 7, 8. Right, would be 64 total textures. Just for what I want, not including the damn weapon. The weapon could use just one setup. No. Is there any way for us to do this without baking lighting to achieve a similar result? I don't think so. Hey, Donnie, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Would not bake the light in Blender. You would use only the bake color and AO. Sprites. I'm not baking it for lighting. Remember, I'm using sprites. I'm not even going to continue reading because it's not for lighting itself. It's so when the animation gets rendered out, I don't have this movement. The shadow sticks. Oh, it would work for like the render. Because the AO doesn't matter to me. No, but that your result is just lighting them in Unreal, which I don't. That's not what I want. I don't want to light them in Unreal the way you're describing. I don't want a normal map or anything. What I just want is the visual sprite that has a shadow visually on it to be locked in like this. And that is done through Blender Shadow. So like here, the highlights are locked in. The shadows are locked in. This is dynamic, right? This one it's constantly moving based on the angle. I don't want this. I want this. So the only way to achieve that, pretty sure, is let's find out. How would I even phrase the question? I'm rendering 3D characters to sprites and Blender. I want the shadows to be locked in on the character position. So if the arm moves, the shadow moves the texture. Without baking lighting, Is there any way to achieve this? Some characters have A+ materials, and each one needs 8 different lighting scenarios. Lighting base. The answer from everything I know is no. But we can definitely you can get shadow shading that stay locked relative to the character, moving and deforming with limbs without purpose or per-material lighting baking. True cast shadows that are only completely static normally require baking. For animated post sprites, you usually want the opposite of pure static baking, shading. Parent the lights to the character, no. Procedural object space fixed direction shading shared across materials. What? Oh, this is like a procedural. It's not actual lighting. So basically the answer is no. Basically the answer is no. Okay. What I could do is for the character that has 8 materials, add a new UV slot and arrange all of the UVs so they don't stack in a new UV slot, and use that for the baking. So I don't have 8 textures, I have 1. And then I will need to figure out how do I then transfer the UV thing, UV set probably. Yeah, it's not doing what it's, yeah. Yeah, so let's do that, right? So what we do is, on the character, since he has 8 materials, we make a new UV set for every single material, or just a new UV set, and we just auto-arrange them. Bake onto that one. And then we will need to do 8 bakes still per. And then we'll need we need the script then to assign a different lighting scenario per direction, right before it does the bake for the 8 directions, and it would need I would need another one to transfer UV sets, unless that's just easy to do. Is that easy to do? If I have a character duplicated and add a second UV set to it, is it easy to transfer it to the original? To copy it to the original? Because I might be able to use the F3 like transfer node thing. This transfer mesh data. There's UVC. That's different. Oh, UVs. I think this is, yeah, I think we just do this. We don't need a script. So let's do a test. How do I see? How do I make a new UV set? I'm going to look into it. If this was Maya, I could do this in seconds. Making new UV sets is not something I've done yet. Okay, so we need to look into that. I'll do all this probably tomorrow. Worst case, I can copy it. Yeah, so there's ways of doing it. Okay. I think we got the workflow kind of figured out. So I think what we do then, Carl Software. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the raid. I was actually about to start wrapping up a bit early. God darn it. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What are you up to? We've been here testing out different like visual aesthetics of how to render or how to change the whole workflow. As always, again, this is the previous, this is the new. The colors need work, but this is like dynamic shadows. This is like locked in shadows and lighting, which is easier to show on this one. So this one, you can see here, right, as he moves, the light and shadows move like he's 3D. But here, it feels more like a sprite because it's locked in. Like, right, they don't move. So, which is what I want. I want it to feel more like a sprite. Like a 2D sprite. So, we've been kind of testing out stuff here for this. You've been game deving and playing 2 horror games and some Valorant. Just ended a 11.5 hour stream, so you're going to bed. Jesus Christ, yeah, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you kicked some ass. Get some rest, get some sleep. 6 in the morning? Jesus, yeah, go sleep. Go sleep. Sleepy time, best time. Okay. Let's go. I mean, we got time. We got time. How do we make a new UV set? I know how to UV. How do we make a new set? I don't see a single option here. Properties tab and maybe on UV. Yeah, go to sleep. And you say properties tab? I just but there's no properties. I'm not an expert in Blender. Yeah, none of them say properties. I'm sure that's something that's very common in Blender. I know just enough. This is, but I don't know the names of menus. Yeah, it says in the properties editor. Great. What is the properties editor? Okay, I got it. I got it. It's like first thing, go in the properties editor. What the shit is the properties editor? I don't know. It's on the left sidebar, green triangle icon. I don't see a green triangle in either one of these. Right bar, sorry. Remember, just this one is left because it's like an L. Wait, hold on. It's not this thing because there's no triangles here. Watching Amaya. Oh, this thing. Data? UV maps. Thank you. Wait, but how? Is it the same map on both? Is the same? I pressed plus. I didn't say duplicate. Am I previewing them? I'm terrified. You know what? No, click here. If I move this here. Ah, it did. It did. Okay. It did duplicate it for some reason, even though I clicked plus and not duplicate. Pack Islands. Also, oh, it's probably like all the bullets and crap. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We got there, guys. Oh, I feel stupid. So stupid. Okay, we do light map now. So now if I select these, right, these are all going to be selected. And if I did bake now, it'll work what I want. I assume. Let's see. No, select you. Oh? Um... Oh. This needs to be this. Oh, that's the hair. So I need to just swap. Oh no, I already have that. So wait, what's the problem? Oh no, that's not the problem. The problem is I'm stupid because it's late and my brain's not working. I need to just plug these in. You're fine. Just plug this in. Oh, because I need to also change this to you on all of them. Oh. Right. That's kind of important. Okay. Why is your skin not quite right? That's because of this. And probably same thing with the hair. Okay. The point is, it's gonna work. The lighting needs to change. I'll need to like adjust. There's still some I missed, but it's gonna work. This way, we can bake it. We can bake it. It's not gonna be perfect. Dear God, what the hell's going on here? Do I... What happened here? Do I want to know? Probably not. I probably don't want to know. Guys, I probably don't want to know. But it's doable. The main thing here is it's doable. I'm not even gonna save this guy for tonight. I think I broke some stuff that I probably should not be saving. But we make a new UV set. We just do it bake once, and then we do one for every other angle once we have the lighting set up. Okay. So I think with that workflow set up, the first thing we do tomorrow is we go ahead and get the one that is front on figured out. So this version figured out. Get this one looking okay. And I want to see how small we can take him. Because if we can get him smaller, in terms of not smaller size, but lower resolution, that would be better. Because I feel like I would like to be able to take like him and him to be even lower res. But he's really the crux of things in terms of what I can and cannot do. Because face or head, right? I can't have this be like 1 pixel wide. So, but this is what I want. But regardless, I think this is better. I think this direction is better. We got so sidetracked, in a sense, because we started working on the third boss, and I just hated how he looks, and now we're reworking everything. Such is life. Such is life. But this is also where I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired. My brain's not functioning. I also need a rest. We'll continue tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be honest. I enjoy stuff like this. I enjoy making incremental improvements and figuring stuff out that's just long term is just good. We keep making improvements. Little by little, it'll get there. We'll get to like that aesthetic and that everything that we want. Things are already going to be smaller file size. They're going to be already, what's it called? Higher quality. Yay. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night, guys. Get some rest, get some sleep. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific, as always, and we'll continue it then. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.